taking notes here. Let me introduce the president of Mississippi Lottery Corporation, Jeff Hewitt, and also the communications director, Meg Anderson. I was making notes to make sure that I called my favorite supermarket to ask them, please don't take the cheddar biscuits off in the biscuit aisle. Red Lobster is almost gone, and I do not understand it. You guys are in the marketing business. Why in the world would you offer $20 endless shrimp promotion if you're having financial problems? How did you? And they understood a long time ago that with everybody who decided to take that option up, they were losing money.
You got me on that one, Paul.
It just doesn't make sense. You wouldn't do that in the lottery business.
You throw the loss leader out there every now and then, but you have to reel it back in.
Jeez. We had one customer manage to guzzle down 108 shrimp as part of the deal by staying at the restaurant for 4.5 hours. The video player is currently playing an ad. You can skip the ad at 5 seconds. And oh, no, that was something else. I look like Joe Biden on that one I was reading. It is crazy that they are in that financial problem, and it's got to be a lot more than just that promotion itself. Speaking of promotions, though, man, you guys got a lot going on.
We do, and of course we'll let Meg handle all that, but there is a lot of stuff, so take it away, Meg.
Hey, by the way, if you're watching us on C-Spire text line or also on the SuperTalk TV, we've got some of the video cards and things like that. It's all there, so you can see and hear at the same time.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah,
Lance.
it looks really good.
Meg,
good job, Lance.
You are on, sir.
Oh, boy. All right. So we have Summer of Fun. I'll get into that in a second, but yesterday we had what we call the Champions Race for the NASCAR Powerball Playoff. This is sort of a bonus round for the original 20 winners from the previous 4 drawings. So 3 people were randomly selected yesterday to win additional money. First place won $10,000, second $5,000, third $2,500. But all of those original 20 qualifiers will be sent to the Powerball group, and they will put it in the national pool. And then they'll sort of whittle down their list corresponding to the various NASCAR races. And hopefully we'll have another Mississippi player make it to that Final Four like we did last year with Stephanie
what are the
Walker.
odds against? What are the odds against that?
I don't know.
I don't either.
But that would be
it was incredible.
Pretty amazing.
Yes, it would be.
So that's NASCAR. Then, of course, we are gearing up for Summer of Fun. The first drawing for that is next week, and we will have a top prize winner of $15,000 plus a RecTech 590 pellet grill for first place. Second place, $10,000. Third, $5,000. And fourth place, a Yeti cooler. And there are going to be 15 drawings for that. In June, the end of June, we have a 20-foot Sun Tracker pontoon boat and cash, and a cooler is the grand prize. And the last drawing at the end of August, you have cash and a Nissan Titan Pro 4X truck and a cooler. So just a ton of stuff. And it's always fun. People get really excited about this promotion.
Is that the last year for that truck? Did I hear that somewhere?
Last year.
I did too.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did too. That's when I saw that one. Yeah, it will materialize one way or the other.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Yes.
So the drawings these are weekly, right?
Correct. They are.
They are weekly.
So you've got a lot of chances to win all the way from now through August the 27th, and we keep telling people it doesn't cost you anything.
Not at all.
And everybody's worried about stealing numbers or giving other people numbers, and I try to explain to them that's not the case.
Yeah, if you're a lottery insider, which means you've signed up for our newsletter, so to speak, you will receive a link each week. And also with Summer of Fun, you have the opportunity to register through scanning QR codes at lottery retailers. So if you're just passing through, if you don't like getting all the emails from me as an insider, you can enter via QR code.
QR codes are becoming a bigger part of our lives. I saw this morning we had a story on the Olympics. The Olympians who are going to participate can't go from one place to the other without QR codes anymore. I mean, it's a growing part of our lives.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, and we're incorporating that as much as we can in our marketing as well, because we do realize the power of it. It's so easy. Everybody's got a phone in their hand.
Yes.
So it's really a good tool for us as well.
The notification, again, I want to go over that while we've got you guys in here. You're going to do it by a certified letter on all of these winners?
All of them. And
so it
helps me to track them because, sometimes in these smaller communities, mail gets lost or stuck. I mean, even in the bigger cities it does. But it provides me the ability to track, and so if I see that a letter's gotten stuck, if it's been returned, I will follow up with a phone call or an email, excuse me. So yes, the first initial point of contact is through the certified letter.
And if it doesn't go to a wrong person and they try to be nefarious about it, you're going to catch it in several different ways, and I would imagine certainly when they come to redeem it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, their ID and all of their identifying information has to match up with what we have. So if somebody intercepts a letter and they're not the intended winner, then they won't get the prize.
Jeff, I got to ask you, do you keep a running total of how much money is in that kitty of promotional dollars, and does it get to the point where it's almost gone?
Yes, we do keep track of all of it. And we have not reached that point where it's almost gone.
Yeah.
What we do with those, and that's from the unclaimed. What we do with that, it's just not for our promotions. We also feed a lot of that money back into our instant product games. So we will add additional dollars to those games to beef those winnings up in the instant prizes. We do that quite a bit. Any of that unclaimed money, we roll it back primarily into the instant games. Actually, the promotions are just a very small part of what we use that money for.
I was wondering, and I bet you in an industry, you guys have more analytics in baseball, but as an industry in the state of Mississippi, is our unclaimed about where other states are?
Well, again, that's kind of hard to determine because every jurisdiction handles unclaimed differently. Some states don't even have unclaimed. They're not allowed. They have to give it back to the state. Our enabling legislation required it to go back to the players in a form of either the games or promotions. And so every state does it differently. So not quite sure how to measure that one.
I like our option.
Yeah,
I think that makes it more fun.
I do too. I like it. Meg, speaking of which, we had 2 Powerball tickets that on your message this morning that are unclaimed.
Yep. I'm trying to give you guys kind of a month's heads up. We have several more, but those are the 2 coming up in short order, I suppose.
That's $150,000 right there.
Yeah.
$100,000 tomorrow. So, what's the likelihood? I mean, we hope they come in.
Whoa. You said $100,000 tomorrow?
It's in
June 17th. I'm in the wrong month. I'm already a month ahead on my thinking. My apologies.
Hey, Meg, I check. He may not be in tomorrow. He may be on vacation. It is June vacation tomorrow. What's next on your list?
Well, as you know, the 3 new games came out recently. Yep. So, and those I think are rolling up there on the screen. The $1 pocket change. The $2 Jumbo Bucks Classic, which, by the way, you mentioned this morning, somebody's already won $25,000 on that game, which is pretty neat. And then the $5 Moneymaker, which is a $100,000 top prize. So those have been out since the first Tuesday this month, and those are selling well, obviously. Just a lot of fun, those games.
Meg, can you explain a little bit what people need to know about Lotto America, how it differs or how it's similar to maybe say Powerball?
I'm up for this challenge.
All right, we're ready now. Clock is ticking. Go.
So it operates very similarly to Powerball and Mega Millions.
Stop. I'm sorry. Break. What can I tell you? The clock is stopped on this one. Take a deep breath. We'll hit the start button on Meg in just a moment. Hang on. We return to Meg Annison.
I've lost my energy. I don't have it in me.
All right, here we go.
Okay, Lotto America operates very similarly to Powerball and Mega Millions in the sense that you choose 5 numbers and you choose what's called a star ball. And then if you would like a multiplier option, that is called the All-Star Bonus. And this is drawn on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. It starts at $2 million. So for those players who want sort of an in-between jackpot game of Match 5 and one of the big boys, Lotto America is a good fit. And plus, there's a really cool feature called the Easy Match. For an additional $1, you receive, is it 5 numbers randomly generated?
You end up getting 6, but 6. One's the star ball number as well.
So you get, for Easy Match, you pay an additional $1. You get 6 numbers just kind of spit out on your ticket in addition to your numbers to use for the drawing. And it has a prize value beside these 6 numbers at the bottom. And if one of your numbers matches one of the numbers at the top of your ticket, then you win whatever the prize value is next to that number. You can see it a little better on our website, but it provides a way to potentially win instantly and then use your ticket for the drawing later that night.
Yeah, the fun part of that is you can win up to $500 instantly, and you're still in the drawing. And so it's right now, and of course we're in our first week of sales. It's been a very popular add-on game, so we're really excited about it.
Go back to that multiplier you were just talking about. How does it, because there's a feature, basically a multiplier?
It's just like Powerball or Power. It's like Power Play, and it's like Megaplier.
Does it go up 1, 2, 3, 4, or is it higher?
2 to 5.
To 5?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Woo, woo, woo. So that's a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, that's It's still a good option. Absolutely.
All right. Absolutely. Scratch-off cards, you want to talk about those? Any new ones?
Well, the new ones we just talked about. Now, I will say, now it's a couple weeks early. We haven't announced it yet, but we will be seeing a lucky dog next month. I finally have my months right. And Lance, I'm sorry. I know you put your dog in.
Yeah.
There were no hanging chads. There were no midnight ballots. They were counted, and the public spoke. So we had some great entries. It was a lot of fun, that contest, and these are going to be great-looking tickets when they come out.
Our graphic design team did an excellent job joining forces and just making them really, really pop.
They look good.
Yep.
Can you tell me what the most popular game is as far as state game outside the Powerball and Mega Ball?
Well, if you're talking about instant product, you'd be looking, I think right now, is that the 200-time cash blitz. It has been selling really well, and I think almost every morning you've been reporting somebody winning 1,000 here, a couple thousand there. It's really doing well. It's
crazy. As far as games, Match 5 is it gets up there fast.
That game is just doing phenomenal. It really has been. You know, we weren't quite sure what to expect when we moved it to every day, but it has retained and increased its player base, so it's phenomenal.
The last time we got up to that 1-point-something billion, it was just absolutely crazy out there.
It was.
Did we increase accordingly with like we used to, and people flowing out to Louisiana? Does it really matter now, since we're kind of used to the games?
Well, it certainly impacts sales. I having not been here when that was happening, I'm not quite sure. But listen, we get a lot of our friends out of Alabama who cross the line to help us out when those jackpots get big. We do see it in our sales numbers, and we do see it at the end of the month in our return numbers, which I do want to mention as well.
Are we full now? Is there any place to actually have any more games than we're playing already?
Well, that's something that we're looking at all the time. There are a lot of different games out there. For us, it's really a matter of figuring out what product fits in our portfolio. Like Meg said, Lotto America for us was a great fit because it kind of filled a spot between Match 5 and Powerball and Mega Millions as far as a jackpot. So you're trying to find a game that fits in the mix. It's a lot easier to do on the instant side, but there are more games out there on the online side that we might consider that could come up in the future.
Meg, we still got a couple of $1 million out there, and was it Jefferson on the Jefferson?
Oh yeah, there still is a top prize on that one.
I think we just had one. Somebody was it Tupelo?
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
Where they're from, but we did have $1 million winner.
And there's more out there, though.
Oh yeah.
And there's the second chance option for it once that game ends.
Yep.
I forgot about that one. How is the second chance going?
It's going. It keeps us busy too. Let's see, our summer drawing comes up July the 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Players can find information on those ending games on our website. And then in a couple of weeks, we will be announcing the end date for 10 more games for a fall second chance drawing. So we're trying to get on a quarterly schedule for these things.
Mm-hmm.
When we first started, we were learning how to do it and figuring out the pace and the calendar of it, and now we're working toward that quarterly schedule, which I think players enjoy more, and it helps us get into a rhythm too.
Have both of you become stars on the MLC or the MLTV, the Lottery TV on Tuesdays?
Look, Mary Clark is rocking it.
She's signing autographs now?
She is, and she's doing a great job. We have another team member, Katie. They are having so much fun with social media. So if you don't follow us on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, you should, because we've got a good team together.
Lance and I talk about this. Kudos to you, because you guys, are you both up that time of the night when the drawing happens, or? And I'm asking personal stuff here, and I shouldn't.
I'm not.
Meg and I did it differently. When I used to do it, before I handed it off to Meg, who was thrilled, I used to stay up till about 2 in the morning.
Jeez.
To make sure you had that report. But,
yeah.
Meg does it earlier in the morning, which probably makes a lot of sense, but I wasn't that smart, and I stayed up.
Well, Meg, we thank you so very, very much. We appreciate that. So.
Yeah, you're welcome. Sometimes
Lance, I don't think that was enough. I think we should have bought her some fruit or something.
Yeah, it should have been some flowers and fruit and things like that.
Yeah, kind of got that. Well, yeah, you're welcome. That's
you're welcome. That's good.
Meg, thank you. Appreciate it very much. Anything else, guys, before we wrap it up here?
One quick thing, Paul. So I just want to talk about the return. So the April return was $9.7 million to the state. That brings us for this fiscal year, with May and June left, $106.5 million return to the state. So if you look at that, so that means $26.5 million so far this year has gone to education. We hit the $80 million in February, so everything's going to the Education Enhancement Fund. And just an interesting point, we've returned $560 million to the state since we started selling lottery.
That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Nobody thought it was going to be this successful this fast.
Yep. We're thrilled.
Well, you also you had the $1 million winner from on the 2nd of the month? Yeah, May the 2nd, you had the $1 million winner that got the ticket at the Scarlet Pearl Casino.
Pearl. Yep.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that's a big one there, too.
Yep.
That's a big win.
Yep.
Guys, we thank you for coming in as always. We look forward to all of the updates, and we appreciate it so very much.
Thank you, Paul. We always